So, do you want to start off with a hot take, or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty confident in mine.
Confident.
And I think it's not really a hot take. It's just like a prediction of what I can very much see happening, and I want to see happen.
Oh, I'm kind of scared it's similar to mine then. Go ahead. Don't read mine. Don't read my paper.
Damn it. Ajax will make another magical run in the Champions League.
Oh, that's not what mine is.
Okay, good.
I really like that hot take.
I really love what they're doing. I have some other systems. They got 6 out of 6 wins in the Champions League. They have the 15 goal differential, which is second only behind Bayern with 16. So they're one off, which Bayern's probably going to increase it tomorrow against Barcelona.
Yes, they will.
And the thing I really love about them is they're not reliant on one scorer.
No.
Like Haller, he's the top scorer. But today they have 4-2 win over Sporting Portugal, 4 different goal scorers, which I think is awesome. That they have a lot of players who can put in work and put in goals, and Ten Hag's a great coach.
They have been killing it in their league as well.
Yeah.
They have been absolutely killing it. So it is and they're like, don't get it twisted. They had Dortmund in their group, who didn't even get second place. They got third. Besiktas too, I believe. It was Besiktas, Dortmund, Sporting in their group, which is not crazy hard, but like
it's just like those teams that are kind of like
going away to Turkey, very difficult. Playing in Sporting, like it's a solid team, and Dortmund obviously very good team. I mean, you've got world-class players there. So, I think they did amazing. So, like, how far are we talking here?
I'm saying at least to the semifinal.
Okay, I don't like how you said at least semifinal.
Because I think they're going to get there. I don't know if they're going to make it to the final, but I think they're going to get there. For sure.
I would agree with at least quarterfinal. I don't know if about
that's
at least,
a safety
because
pick. But here's the thing.
Let's take a look.
Name off the teams that are making it through so far right now.
Let's see who they're beating. Okay, right now in a 2-leg affair.
So I'll start with the bottom with Group H. We got Juventus and Chelsea. I think both. At least Juventus is shaky. Chelsea.
I think they beat Juventus.
Yeah.
I don't think
Chelsea
they beat
will be
Chelsea.
close.
I don't think they beat Chelsea.
Salzburg and Lille. They're beating both of them.
Salzburg, Red Bull. Okay, yeah, they're beating both. You're right.
Villarreal, Man United. I can see them being both.
They're beating both.
Barcelona and Bayern. They don't beat Bayern. Ah, man.
They don't beat Bayern.
That would be close.
That would
be a good game.
It'd be a really good game, but they don't beat Bayern. I think Bayern outclasses them.
Yeah, that's just.
They don't beat Bayern.
Could be.
So what? That's like 2 teams so far. Well, who else?
Enter Real Madrid.
Because
both of them are shaky.
Really, they could. I could see it happening, but I just don't think.
Here's the thing with both teams: if they pull it together, they're beating Ajax easily. But if they are not at full, like
I'm gonna say, I don't think they beat Real. I think Real I'm pretty sure they have lost only once this season in La Liga, and I know La Liga, like, let's not completely take it as a joke, but like still strong. And they're just being solid. They like today 2-0 again against Inter. It's just like they're getting their results. I think they
get results. Yeah.
So that's what, 3 teams now.
Yeah, the thing for Real, if they aren't 100% in the game, Ajax is gonna pull them apart.
They will,
because Ajax is on their shit this year.
No, they're on it all the time. Not even into the game. I don't think they beat City. That's 4 teams. PSG.
Ah, man, I could totally see them being PSG.
They could totally. I want that matchup.
That would be such a good matchup.
I mean, it could happen next round.
God, that'd be amazing.
Dude, Messi gets out of the round of 16. Fraud, man.
To Ajax. I would love that so much.
Absolute fraud.
And then Liverpool and Atletico.
Oh, they're not beating Liverpool. I think because I feel like they play like a similar. That's not necessarily true, but like they're both very like energetic teams, like very like vibrant.
It's just kind of it'll come down to like player to player.
Liverpool wins that. So I think quarterfinals is a good shout.
I think they're definitely gonna make quarterfinals if they really pull their crap together.
They have to get semifinal. I think they have to get a little.
Depends on the draw.
Depends on the draws. Because what if they get like who? They could get screwed over in the first round.
You could get Bayern next round.
They can't, because they're both first place. I'm pretty sure the pots, the way they're structured, I don't think
that sounds right.
I don't think it's completely random. I'm pretty sure it's first place against. I would know because Arsenal gets Bayern every time they play in the Champions League for the past like 80 years. So,
interesting.
And Barcelona as well. So it's just reoccurring.
But yeah, I love.
I like that.
Erik ten Hag's doing this year.
All right, so my hot take, sizzling. West Ham is making top 4. Okay. West Ham is making top 4.
You buffoon.
Listen to me. All right. First, what I want to look at is the competition. Who are they up against? I think the top 3 is pretty solid, and it's gonna stay that way. I don't think we can really pick it apart. They're just gonna change in between each other. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, same, not changing. Let's look at the next competition. I have everything written down here, points, everything.
I don't think Chelsea's solid in that top 3, but go ahead.
You can have that opinion, but they're gonna stay. What I'm trying to say is Chelsea stays ahead of West Ham. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. I think they're gonna fall apart the coming weeks, but continue.
Okay. I disagree, but I'll continue with who the rivals would be. So you've got West Ham, Tottenham, Man United, Arsenal, Wolves, Brighton. I think we can take Wolves, Brighton out of that right away. Okay. So you've got Arsenal, Man U, Tottenham, West Ham. Okay. Currently, you've got West Ham on 27 and Chelsea 33, which are above, obviously 6 points. And then going down in order, it's 27, which is West Ham, Tottenham 25, and they also have a game in hand, keep in mind, which is against Burnley. Man U on 24, Arsenal 23. Okay. West Ham. They have been getting their huge results against the big teams, which is huge for that top 4 run.
This Chelsea result really tipped you over.
It's not only the Chelsea result, the Liverpool result too. It is.
And they're scoring 3 goals against these big teams.
What also really tipped me over is I could see Tottenham really sneaking in there. I could.
Sadly, I agree with you.
It's unfortunate. I could see them sneaking, like being a little, sneaky and getting into that 4th spot. But I think West Ham pulls through. Here's why. Arsenal, I don't want to talk about them too much. My blood pressure goes up every time I watch them sometimes, This weekend against Everton, I just don't want to talk about it because I'm just going to be mad. Man United, I think they're going to go through this like really easy 8-game run. They're going to stumble a couple times maybe, but after this run, I think they're just going to crumble under Ranić. I personally think it's an issue with the players, not necessarily with the coach. That's my reason for them not getting top 4. And who else did I mention? Tottenham. I don't know. I think Tottenham will just not do it. I think there's something about West Ham. I think they really do it. That's my reason here. And Arsenal is not getting anywhere near the top 4, especially after this weekend's performance. They're at least finishing. My prediction for them is probably 6th, 6th if they're lucky. So, that's what do you have to say about that? What do you think?
Going to include the clip from last week of me saying they're going to finish top 4 and you laughing at my face and saying no, because I think it's hilarious how it's changed in a week. Do you remember that? Do you remember saying that?
I'm not going to lie. I do remember that now, and I am regretting my decision a little bit. But listen, recency bias too, okay?
Hey, they're top there in Europa League.
Hear me out. They're doing solid in Europa League.
4 wins, 1 draw.
Winning against Liverpool, I saw that. I'm just like, impressive, right? At home, impressive. But I don't see it happening again. But then they do it against Chelsea, which is the reason why I changed my opinion. That Chelsea game really proved to me, like, yes, that Masuaku goal, like, it's just a Jorginho mistake. It doesn't matter though. They did it.
Another Jorginho mistake.
Oh, yeah. Jorginho's horrible, guys. I have to say it right now.
Third in the world.
Jorginho's horrendous player. Whatever.
Got it. Third in the world.
Who cares?
That's what we're doing.
But I really do think West Ham make it. And you know what? I hope they do. I really do. Because I don't think anybody else deserves that spot besides
Here's the thing. I really want them to get top 4. I hope they get top 4. My only issue is, first of all, they're giant killers. 3-2 Chelsea, 3-2 Liverpool. They lose. They drop points to the crappy teams though. 1-0 Wolves, draw against Brighton. Not crappy teams, but Brentford 2-1. Like that's what I think is gonna be their weakness.
Yes, but
I really hope they can fix that. But
if you look at teams that like Arsenal, they're not beating those top teams. They're not. Same thing with Tottenham. I don't think Tottenham this season's beating those top teams. And same thing with Man U.
Right, but Man U scores 8 goals against Brentford and thinks they're the best in the league. The difference between it's like the opposite. Like West Ham struggles against these worst teams, or not worst, but like the lower standing teams. But they can beat Liverpool and Chelsea.
Yes, but here's what I'm trying to say. Those teams that are competing can't beat the top teams. They do beat the smaller teams, but they also struggle with them. So I feel like West Ham have that
1-0 result for Arsenal. A 1-0 against Brighton that's 3 points. The West Ham gets 1 point from Brighton. And there's obviously more smaller teams. So if Arsenal or Spurs is getting all these points from the smaller teams, West Ham's struggling with them.
But here's the thing:
there's only 2 teams in the big 3 that they're beating.
But they're not. They're not though.
What do you mean?
Teams like Tottenham and Arsenal can't stay consistent enough to just beat those teams every time. Look, Arsenal fumbled the bag so hard.
Of course.
Worst performance probably this season for me that I've watched. And Everton side, who I think were unbeaten in 8. I was watching the game and fans were walking out after 20 minutes in the Everton ground. It's 0-0, keep in mind, at this point. And all we've done is keep possession. Fans are walking out at 20 minutes in, Everton fans, and they end up winning at the end, which just shows you the state of the game, how bad it was. Well, yeah. And guess what? I think Tottenham have it in it to fumble just like that, and I think Man U have the same exact thing.
Both bottleless.
So what I'm trying to say here is yes, West Ham can struggle against the smaller teams, but I feel like they have the same consistency against the smaller teams as these other teams, but they do end up pulling out that result against the big team, which is going to push them over. That's what my argument is.
It makes sense.
They have that extra
edge. I really hope the thing that's going to be, are you in or not for the top 4 is if they can pull around to the second leg and beat a Liverpool, Chelsea, City, because they didn't beat City. No. I think Liverpool was a convincing win. Chelsea was kind of some errors from Chelsea.
If they can get if
they can get a draw or a win from all 3 of those teams, that's successful.
They've already gotten their 2 wins against those teams.
And I think it's going to come down.
They lost to. They tied the City, no? This season.
2-1.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was the game in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
They tested them though. They really did.
Yeah,
it was a testing game.
Bad. Well, it was 2-0 until the last minute.
That's true. I mean, 2-0 isn't a horrible result.
Right.
2-1, it was a great goal by Lanzini. But what I'm trying to say is, if they go to Liverpool and Chelsea, and at least get a draw from one of them, I think that's a success.
That's gonna put them in top 4.
Because if you think about it, Chelsea, reigning champions. What am I doing? Oh, sorry guys. European champions. My bad. 4 points against them, and Chelsea only get 1. That's successful. If you do that at least once, So I really hope they do it. And
here's the thing: even if they don't get top 4, they get 5th or 6th. But unfortunately, they're joint top of points of the Europa League right now. I could see them going on and winning the Europa League.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're doing great.
Which, if they win that, they're in the Champions League.
Perfect.
So, I think West Ham's having a good season, and it's all going to depend on consistency and if they can pull through to the end. Which I hope they do, because I don't want to see Spurs in top 4.
No one likes Spurs. Let's be real here. Nobody does. If you like Spurs, come on, bro. What are we doing? It's like you like Spurs because you want to be the kid that's different.
Yeah, you want to be different, and you want everyone to feel bad for you. But everyone's just roasting you.
Sorry, Spurs fans.
That's okay.
Not. So I guess.
Yeah, that's it. That's good.
That's it, I guess.